Hey boys and girls, it's Miss Sweet back for another math lesson. Today we are going to be continuing our math lesson on probability. But today we're going to be working on something a little different. Today we're going to be working on something called combinations. And you make combinations all the time and you don't even know it. When is the last time you went to get food at the drive-thru? You can either get a burger with fries, or you could get nuggets with fries, or you could get a salad with fries, or maybe you decide to get a burger with a side salad, or you decide to get a burger with apple slices. There are all different types of combinations that you can make. I could choose to do an art project, and I can outline it with a pencil and color it in with markers. Or I could outline it with a Sharpie and color it in with markers. Or I have another combination I could make. I could outline it in pencil and color it in using crayons. Or I could outline it in Sharpie and color it in using crayons. So I have different combinations that I can make. Now, what is the easiest way to find out how many combinations you can make? And what's the easiest way to list them all? That's what we're going to be learning today. So get ready, hold on to your hats, because we have a lot of fun stuff to do today. When you get up and get ready for school in the morning, you have a decision to make. You have a certain number of tops and a certain number of pants. There's only a certain number of outfits that you are able to make with those choices. And today we're going to be learning about how to figure out how many different combinations you can make and what those combinations are. It's not just clothing that we do this with. We do it with all sorts of things. But let's figure out how many different combinations we could make for school for the morning. Well, let's think about it. I have a camouflage shirt, and I could pair that with a pair of blue jeans. Or I could do a camouflage shirt with a pair of khaki pants. Well, I don't have any more pants, so those are the only combinations I can make with the camo shirt. Next, I have the green shirt with the bunny rabbit. I could pair it with a pair of blue jeans, or I could pair it with a pair of khaki brown pants. Next, I have the yellow Mr. Strong shirt. That could be paired with blue jeans, and that can also be paired with a pair of brown khaki pants. So how many combinations have I made? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I have 3 different types of shirts, and I multiplied it by 2 types of pants. What is 3 times 2? Well, if you hold up 3 fingers, let's count by twos. 2, 4, 6. 6. So if you look at the screen, we were able to make 6 different combinations. Very good. Let's go to the next page and see what combinations we can make here. Oh, this looks delicious. How many different combinations of cupcakes could we make? We have a vanilla cupcake and we have a chocolate cupcake. And the toppings we have are sprinkles and we have a cherry. I could make a vanilla cupcake with sprinkles on top, or I can make a chocolate cupcake with sprinkles on top. Well, that takes care of both of those types of cupcakes. Now, I could make a vanilla cupcake with a cherry on top, or I could make a chocolate cupcake with a cherry on top. How many types of cupcakes did we have? You're exactly right. We had 2. And if I multiply it by 2, because we had 2 types of toppings, what does that equal? Hold up 2 fingers and skip count by twos. 2, 4. So we have 4 different combinations. Let's take a look at our next choice. Well, now we have some soccer uniforms and the cleats that go with them. Now we have more choices here, so let's figure out how many different combinations we can make. I could use the purple uniform, and let's match it with the purple cleats. I could also use the purple uniform and put the red cleats with it. Or I could do the purple uniform with the black cleats. So I have mixed that purple uniform with all of the different types of cleats. Let's take a look at the blue and white uniform. I could pair it with the red cleats, or I could pair it with the purple cleats, or I could pair it with the black cleats. The last uniform we have is the red one. So I could do the red uniform with the red cleats, or I could do the red uniform with the purple cleats, or I could do the red uniform with the black cleats. So how many different combinations have we made? Well, let's see. We had 3 uniforms times 3 different types of cleats. And how many does that equal? 3 plus 3 is 6, plus another 3 is 9. You're exactly right. We had 3 different types of uniforms and 3 different types of cleats. Now, that is an easy way to figure out how many different combinations we can make. But what is the best way to list those different types of combinations? That's what we're going to figure out now. We have figured out what the easiest way is to tell how many combinations there are. But now we need to list them. Well, first of all, we do need to figure out how many combinations we could make to make sure we get them all. If you go through the lunch line, they give you a choice of an entree, but they might also give you the choice of a side. So we have 1, 2, 3 entrees, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 choices of a side. So the easiest way to find the number of combinations is 3 times 4. Well, what is 3 times 4? If I hold up 3 fingers, 4 plus 4 is 8, and 8 plus another 4 is 12. So the number of combinations that we can make is 12. But how are we going to figure out the list of combinations that we can make? We're going to make something called a tree diagram. It's not really going to look like a tree, but it is going to have branches. I like to draw these. I think they're kind of fun. So the first thing that I am going to write is I am going to write chicken tenders. And I can just say tenders because we do have chicken tenders and a chicken sandwich. Now, beside tenders, how many choices do I have for a side? I have 4. So next to tenders, I need to have 4 branches. That's why we call it a tree diagram. The second choice I have is a chicken sandwich. And how many choices for a side do I have? You're exactly right. It's 4. So I'm again going to write or draw 4 branches next to sandwich. And the last entree choice I have is a salad. And I also have the same 4 choices for a side. So I'm going to draw the 4 branches. Now, which choice do I have as a side? I have waffle fries. So I'm just going to write waffle F as an abbreviation. The second choice I have are regular French fries. So I'm just going to write fries. The third choice I have is coleslaw. Delicious coleslaw. And the last choice I have is mac and cheese. And I'm going to abbreviate mac and cheese. We all love mac and cheese. So I have come up with 1, 2, 3, 4 different combinations. Now, if I ordered a sandwich, I might order a sandwich and waffle fries. Or I could order a sandwich and regular fries. Or I could order a sandwich and coleslaw. Or I could order a sandwich and mac and cheese. So let's count how many more combinations we have made now. We had 4, now we have 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we have our last entree. We have our salad. I could order salad with waffle fries, or I could order salad with regular fries, or I could order a salad with coleslaw. And the last combination I could make would be a salad and mac and cheese. So when we worked with our sandwich, we had 8 combinations. If I add these on, it's 9, 10, 11, and 12. So did we get our 12 combinations? Yes, we did. Very good. Now let's take a look if we went to a different restaurant. They might give you these choices. So let's do our simple calculations first. If I have 2 desserts, I multiply that by 3 entrees. What is 2 times 3? We'll hold up 2 fingers. 3 plus 3 is 6. You're exactly right. So let's make our tree diagram. The first one I could choose is ice cream. Yum. And how many choices do I have for an entree? I have 3. So I'm going to draw 3 branches. The other dessert choice I have is a chocolate chip cookie. How many entree choices do I have? You're right, I have 3. So I'm going to draw 3 branches. So let's figure out what combinations we can make here. We have ice cream, and we could have that after pizza. Yum. Or I could have ice cream after I eat my hot dog. Or I could eat ice cream after I finish my hamburger. It's actually a cheeseburger. Delicious. But then I could have a cookie with my pizza instead of the ice cream. Or I could have cookie as dessert after I have my hot dog. Or I could have cookie as dessert after I have my hamburger. So let's count how many different combinations we made. We have ice cream and pizza. Check, that's 1. We have ice cream with a hot dog. Check, that's 2. Ice cream with a hamburger. Check, that's 3. We also have cookie with pizza. Check, that's 4. A cookie with a hot dog, that makes 5. And a cookie with a hamburger, that makes 6. So we have all 6 combinations taken care of. You guys have done a great job today making combinations. Remember, you have to multiply the number of choices you have to get how many combinations you can make. But in order to figure out the list of combinations, the tree diagram is one of the easiest ways to do that. So I hope you guys had fun today. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time for our next math lesson.